episode 102 of the Loaded Couch. We talk the Dirk, teraflop battles, massive reveals and updates, living in rocks, questions from listeners, and beer.
Beer.
Reach in at your own risk. This is the Loaded Couch.
All right, and welcome back to the Loaded Couch, episode 102.
A little burp on the intro there.
I'm your host, Scotch Hound. Also on the show is
Pigeon Bag Leg.
And Celtic Fox.
And let's get right into what we watched, or sorry, actually what we're drinking with our beer match. Pidge.
That hold your tooth. You're getting all jacked up.
Why don't you lead us off with what you got?
I am drinking a beer from the Bruery, Bruery. It's called The Order. It's a Belgian-style Abbey Ale from Placenta, California.
Nice.
What is it? Placentia? California's a brownish
what's
red.
The color on that? Afterbirth red or what?
Yeah, I think it's
I think TIA
blood
is like
sac.
CHA kind of sound, right? Like
yeah,
dementia.
Placentia. We'll just say placenta.
There you go.
Placenta, California, brownish red, and 10.6% alcohol. And initial impressions might be my top 5.
All right. Calc?
I'm drinking fresh roast from Rogue Farms. I know you
were jonesing for that Sriracha stout.
We always bust on them for the Sriracha, and it was funny. I was talking to the guy at the liquor store about it. He's like, "No, I did not try that one because I'm afraid."
I'm going to order a case for you.
Yeah, exactly. It's ale with fresh roasted malts. It's basically they take the malts directly out of their farm and they roast them right away and then carry them right over to the brew kettle. So it's like pick, roast, and drop in the kettle like instantly. It's actually really damn good. First impressions.
Well, Rogue beer, wow.
Yeah, we like that. What was it? The Rogue Brown. They had like
brown
a brown
nectar or something.
Yeah, brown ale or something. But this one's really good. They're out of Newport, Oregon, and it's a really dark color, almost like a coffee, just black, 5.7%.
Okay. Yeah, when you first started off with fresh roast, I was expecting some coffee to be in it, but you're saying it's just the malt itself.
Yep.
Cool. Myself, I'm drinking the Rare Voss from Brewery Ommegang. It's a Belgian-style amber ale. Cooperstown, New York, brown bottle, 6.5% alcohol. And since we're doing a night of initial thoughts on this is it tastes pretty nice.
Yeah, it's the color of like a Belgian white Blue Moon.
Okay.
Blue Moon. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, in beer news, it doesn't seem like it's starting off with beer news. Might be basketball news. Dirk Nowitzki. Nowitzki scored his 30,000th career point, and some comments he made after the game evidently earned him some sudsy rewards, with which he and thousands of others can wet their whistles. When asked after the game how he's treating the monumental achievement, Nowitzki replied, "I just had a Bud Light for the first time in a long time."
Nice. I wonder what his go-to beer is to have a Bud Light far and few.
Right. Or if it's just he doesn't really drink beer and he's more of a rum and coke kind of guy or something like that. Or
True.
Nowitzki, it could be just vodka too.
Yes, Stoli straight up.
yeah, exactly. And it turns out the folks at Bud Light heard about Nowitzki's affinity for their beer, so Bud Light sent him a can of beer for each of those 30,000 points. Holy crap.
God.
Here's a quote from, I guess what
this is probably
Bud Light sent.
Well, from Anheuser-Busch, I would assume.
Dear Dirk, congrats on the 30,000 points. A note attached to the beer read, here's 30,000 Bud Lights to share with your friends. Cheers, Bud Light.
Good Lord. So for people listening, it's 2 pictures, bunch of cases stacked really high, and the other picture is a Bud Light delivery tractor trailer in front of the stadium.
That's incredible.
So they basically gave him a tractor trailer full of Bud Light.
Yeah, I survived 4 back surgeries and I'm in pain every day. Dogfish. Black and Blue is the beer I go to, and Raisin Dextra. So
Helps ease the pain.
yeah.
All right, so in movie talk, guys, what did you watch? Calc, why don't you start us off?
We went a little nutty this week. There was a bunch of stuff that came out, and
Came
Big Daddy
out
here.
on Microsoft
Xbox
Loaded
video.
couch
Xbox
account.
Video. Okay.
Yeah, and
Oh, it is on the Loaded Couch account. Cool.
I got a pretty nice work bonus this year, so we decided.
We'll go blow it already.
So we watched Sing, the animated one.
With Ed Sheeran?
My son was dying to see that, and we kept telling him no in the theater because we were just going to buy it right away when it came out.
Okay.
That's the one with all the singing animals, like
Right.
the pig, and it's really good. It's funny. We also watched Assassin's Creed.
Okay, save that for last.
We watched Hacksaw Ridge, and we watched Passengers with Chris Pratt and Jennifer Lawrence.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Kelk says Passengers is it's okay. Hacksaw Ridge, knowing Kelk, he'll probably say it's really good. And
Yeah, I
Assassin's
think the only
Creed-
thing he'll say about Hacksaw Ridge that he didn't like is that Hitler's not in it.
not enough.
not enough Jew killing.
Not enough screen time for my boy Hitler.
Oh my god. Going to
All right,
hell.
Yeah, so Hacksaw Ridge was amazing. My wife was like, "Damn it, we should have bought this because we only
How
rented
can
that."
you like a movie of somebody running around without a gun? You need a gun, damn it.
It was really well done. It was right up there with the whole Braveheart.
And again, the guy is who the not the brand new Spider-Man, but the last Spider-Man.
Yes,
Andrew Garfield.
That's it. Yeah.
the British guy.
Yeah, he
Again.
he did a really good job in it.
Boy,
So if I was ranking them all, Hacksaw Ridge definitely was the best one. Sing was funny. Passengers was really good. I like that whole sci-fi type of thing. Assassin's Creed was decent. It was pretty good. Surprisingly, it's one of my wife's favorites. We've watched it twice now, and she really likes Assassin's Creed. She was kind of really digging the story and the assassins and the Knights Templar. Like that. So Scotchy, I highly recommend you check it out.
All right.
I want to see this for some reason, even though it just like Batman versus Superman. It was everyone says it's terrible, but it was good.
It's not terrible, but it was decent. I'll leave it at that.
He's not even giving you a good. He's giving you a decent.
Passengers Passengers was way better than Assassin's Creed.
Was it more better?
Yes.
It was
Pidge.
better.
Pidge, what'd you
Wow,
watch?
better. I watched Jackass 3.5 Unrated.
The whole thing? Or are you going to
Yes.
piecemeal the entire night together?
I did piecemeal, but I did watch it in 2 nights in a row.
Okay.
And it's like, why would you want to do that? Like I understand, like, if you want to do like stunts off like a ramp into the water or, whatever. But getting stuff thrown at your balls all the time, why? Why the hell would you want to do that? That makes no sense. But I mean, it's just like you sit there. It wasn't funny, but it was kind of like a oh god, like why the hell are they doing that?
Was it as bad as like the paper cuts on your taint and between your fingers and toes? That one, I think.
I don't think.
Oh my god.
I don't think they did that one, but they had a Steve-O, like walk on a balance beam with hot torches being thrown back and forth like a gauntlet, and then underneath was all hot rocks, and he fell down, and he like skin was like all peeling off and stuff.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, it was, some of it was like just like
Over
when
the
they're
top.
sleeping, they pull them out and wake them up, and it's like I would be so pissed off, and they're like, oh, geez, Steve-O, typical Steve-O. like what?
Meanwhile, he should be kicking the shit out of these people.
Yeah, and then the other one I watched was X-Men Apocalypse, which I watched over 2 or 3 nights.
Okay.
I've seen bits and pieces of that about 3 times the last couple days.
I was really into the character, the evil character Apocalypse, and then like towards the end, it's just like he's not badass anymore. Like he was so badass, and just turned an entire city to like sand, and then towards the end, somehow like
He lost
he
his
gets
mojo.
defeated.
Would
How does he get defeated?
you think of Weapon X?
Weapon X. Oh, that was pretty cool. I was like, oh, I know who that is.
Yeah.
It's like this crazy apparatus. He's like, and like 5 million men are dead.
Yeah, he just slices his whole way through out of the base.
Yeah.
It was pretty badass.
It was awesome. But I don't know. I know we talked about DC and Marvel and stuff. I think these Marvel movies, I know Captain America movies are a lot better. They're so much better, so much more better. And but these X-Men ones are just kind of blah. You know, it's nothing.
Yeah, I think in comparison to like, wait, what did you say? The Captain America ones?
Like Civil War. Yeah, Civil War was great.
Right, the Avengers ones, I think too. They kind of rate above what they do with the X-Men ones. The X-Men ones kind of have that cheese factor to them, I think.
Yeah. This one definitely did. Like,
how about you, Scotchy? What'd you watch?
Well, yeah, I mean, then on that note of me saying that, then again, I watched Logan. I went to the theater with Nicole for a little date night, and yeah, it was amazing.
I was gonna say, is the hype real? I mean,
no,
it's
I'm not going to
hype,
oversell it. I'm going to say, just to not oversell it, then I'll take the amazing back and say it's just a step under amazing. It did have a little bit of slow feel to it. There was always something going on that kept your attention, but it just kind of felt like it wasn't like the typical, fast-paced, superhero type of movie. It was actually more like a movie, and then the superhero-ness was just kind of like a side note.
The drama just kind of carried it more than the action. Was it? So was it a notch under Avengers Civil War? Or no, that was Captain America Civil War, right? I'm just trying to think of like, well, what would you compare it to?
I don't know, because I don't know if I've seen another, maybe like a movie version of, what the hell's his name? Luke Cage? Like a good movie version of Luke Cage?
Okay, I'll have to check those out.
Like you said, the drama was kind of more of the overlying feature than the fact that he was superhuman. I mean, the whole movie is, of course, about him being superhuman, but it didn't have that kind of, Hollywood flair to it.
Did it feel R-rate? Did it feel like the R rating was like?
Oh yeah, that was kind of the cool thing, because there was a lot more gore. I mean, of course, there's going to be him beating people
brutality.
People beating him, or him beating people with his freaking claws, like just completely slicing a leg off or stabbing a dude through the skull.
Yeah,
and stuff. So you got to see a lot more of that with like chunks of head being removed and all. It's crazy. But
so
what?
I'm sorry to interrupt. I got Calcmatos up.
Okay.
For
how many
all
Calcmatos?
Calc movies and Logan.
Okay.
So Calc, what do you give Assassin's Creed?
And again, Calcmatos are out of how many? 100?
Yeah, this is like
10,
the
10 scale.
10 scale.
Out of 10 scale, Assassin's Creed, I'd give a 6 tomatoes.
Not 6.5.
1.7.
1.7? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a 17%. So Hacksaw Ridge.
Hacksaw Ridge, I'd give a 9 tomatoes.
8.7.
Well, that's close.
Passengers.
7.5 tomatoes.
3.1.
Whoa.
Wow.
Sing.
I'd give that 7 tomatoes.
7.3. And Scotchy's Logan. Scotchy, what would you give? How many Scotch tomatoes?
Scotch tomatoes? I'll go 89. Or
9.2.
Ooh, there we go.
Scotchy wins the movies.
Nice. All right, so in movie talk, a Kickstarter campaign for a prequel about Rufio. Sorry, that was a bad scream on my part. The Mohawked leader of the Lost Boys is seeking $30,000 to make the short film Bangarang, which will tell the story of an orphaned Rufio. What's that?
It's like the origin story of Rufio beginning his porn career.
Yeah.
Bangarang.
Nice. So originally named Rufus before he came to to Neverland. What do you think? Something you're interested in? You want to see the big food fight again?
Yeah, I actually.
As of 3 days ago, it only has. Excuse me, it only has like $5,000.
Oh dang! Okay, that's more than I was thinking. I thought you were gonna say like 13.
I mean, it's a good idea, and it's a shame that it's not going to get made. But I mean, because I think that what was it the latest like remake of Neverland or whatever the hell Peter Pan was they did.
Pan with Logan, right?
Pan, yeah, it didn't do too hot either. So I could, I could see where this like is not going to even remotely happen. But it's a cool idea. I mean, Rufio was like definitely.
Now, it being a Kickstarter, I'm wondering who's holding the Kickstarter and what production team they're going to be using to make it.
He probably
Private?
the Bangarang Rufio Productions.
It's just him. Oh my god! All right, TV talk. Kelk,
Can't believe you took out Danny Glover's news. I can't believe it.
Kelk, what'd you watch?
Excuse me, sorry, got a little bit of a fresh roast phlegm here.
Man, what's flying out of your mouth.
TV talk. I watched. We wrapped up Oak Island.
Did they find it?
Season 4, I think. Yeah, season 4.
They found it, right?
They found it. So we wrapped up season 4, and I watched some Legion. Oak Island. They always like drag you along and dangle a goddamn carrot in front of you, but
they do a good job at it, though. I'll tell you that.
They do a great job at it, and they actually did find something very promising at the end of this season. So
how long is
Of course they did.
The show's an hour, right?
Yes, it's an hour long.
So they stretch out in an hour something that probably took them in the field 15 minutes.
No, it's like over like a long period.
No. The each episode is definitely like a day or two worth of effort and work that they speed up and. Excuse me again, but we DVR it, so I just fast forward like right through all the commercials and crap, and get about a good 40 minutes of the show.
Okay.
But it's literally 40 minutes of them watching a drill dig into the ground, and then like 30 seconds of someone running over to the bucket because they found something, and it ends up being a piece of wood.
Yeah, they're like, wait, is that from the tunnels? Is that from the treasure chest? Is that
they're
from...
like, does this wood stink enough? Is it dark enough? is it from the tunnel, or is it from the shaft? Or
well, the crazy thing is that they're still finding wood that deep, like the structural wood around the edge of the tunnel.
Yeah, well,
that's what's interesting.
That's what's pretty neat about the last episode of the season. Like I said, I think they actually hit something of like very big value finally. So it's going to be interesting to see what they decide to do next season.
Okay. Paige, what'd you watch?
I watched the Moaning of Life. I wrapped that up. That's that guy who goes out and does a bunch of stuff. Find out the meaning of life. It's hilarious. I would recommend it. And I also finished up Taboo with my wife. Mrs. Tom Hardy liked it.
Nice.
It's really good, and I'm actually looking forward to season 2.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. So, yeah, we can't even really talk about it because I don't want to spoil it for Scott.
There's so many twists and turns, but I still don't understand what they're saying when they talk.
I was actually pleasantly surprised with the brutality that they were able to show too.
Yeah,
it was like a pretty brutal show.
Got him in the front, in the back, along the waist, along the butt.
Yeah,
bite his neck out.
Jeez.
Exactly. Scotchy,
and slice his throat.
What'd you watch?
I watched some, the old school X-Files, still getting through, like season 6 or 7 right now, and some more Legion. I'm not completely caught up to you, I don't think.
Oh, I was gonna say, what are your thoughts on the show? Because it's really teetering on.
Yeah, the last one was he took the dream guy and the woman.
Okay.
And they went completely somewhere else. Like, not just in the dream.
Spoiler alert.
Not in the dream.
Yeah, remember how the one guy controls the dreams?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were in the dream, and then all of a sudden they were just like, 30 feet through a bunch of different walls. Or whatever, right?
Kelk, he called your bluff. You're not watching it. He called your bluff.
Anyway,
but no, you're gonna see the end of the most recent episode, and just it's gonna completely throw you off track. Like
again,
it's a good show, but I'm kind of a little lost and confused now.
Okay, I gotcha. Anyway, all right, Saturday Night Live Weekend Update is getting its own 4-episode spin-off show. So I'm assuming that's 4 days a week?
No, I think it's just like one 30-minute show once a week. I guess it says to fill the gap between season.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. It will air during SNL's 4-week summer hiatus. There you go, Paige. Nice, starting on August 10th.
So the weekend update is like the little news segment thing, right?
Right.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Yeah, and it usually takes up a bunch of the show, dude, doesn't it?
It's
like a good long
usually
segment.
one of the one of the funnier parts of the show.
Yeah, and it's always like bash Donald Trump. Hillary Clinton's the best. Bernie Sanders is amazing. He's my godfather.
He could be. All right, Game of Thrones final 8th season will only be 6 episodes long.
Boy,
Now, season 7 hasn't even started yet, right?
This is going to be torture, knowing that you only have 6 episodes out of what? How many are there normally? Like at least a dozen and a half?
No, 10, I think.
Okay.
Is it 10? Yeah, but the thing is, I think what they're saying is, season 7, like you said, Pidge, will premiere July 16th, and also has and it's also shortened to 7 episodes. But despite that, I remember at the end of this past season, I think they were doing a few hour-and-a-half episodes. Is that right? Hour and 10, hour and 15, something like that.
It looks like 10 episodes, usually.
Right. Okay. But I think they're going to, they said despite the shorter episode order, the size and scale of the show is going to increase, resulting in even bigger and more epic episodes.
Yeah, I'm thinking they might start stretching it out to like an hour and a half, like a freaking.
I was going to say, are we going to get a little like how Sherlock is on BBC, where it's only 3 episodes, but they're like an hour and 40 minutes long each one?
Right, each one's like its own mini movie.
Scotchy's wife might not be like making popcorn for like 6 months and never come out.
Man, this is going to be a brutal 6 episodes, knowing that it's all coming to an end.
Right.
Yeah, not only that, we got to wait until July now instead of next month when it usually airs, right? It usually airs in April.
Yeah. March.
But now we got to wait until the middle of July, and then
after that, it's probably going to be
another
a year and a half.
Yeah.
Until the last one.
Holy moly.
All right, Calc, beer thoughts.
It's a yay. I absolutely recommend this one. Rogue Farms, well done.
Pairing?
This is fresh roast, food pairing,
Coffee
malts. No, this definitely tastes like a burger beer. I'd say definitely like some kind of cheeseburger or burger. You know what? My wife made a. I subtract that. My wife made a French onion soup pork chop the other night.
Oh, nice.
And that was really good. It had like that caramelized onion and the brown sauce over top of the pork chop.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, French onion soup pork chop.
Okay. Pidge?
This is a yay for me. It's a top 5. It is quite delicious. It's got some complex flavors, but oh man, it's got like the coriander taste. You can taste like those dark fruits, like the dates that are in it.
Okay.
Oh, it's like a marriage between like a winter ale and like a quadruple.
Oh wow!
If you can picture that, but it's really good. But here's the food pairings.
So it's kind of light and crisp, like the winters.
Yes,
but then it has a lot of body and flavor to it, like the quadruples.
It's not light and crisp. It's kind of crisp. It's a little like thick when you drink it. It's a little thicker than like your typical like Belgian ales and stuff.
Okay.
It's kind of thicker like a quad, but then it like I said, I don't know. It just has complex flavors. As soon as it hits your tongue to all the way to the back of your throat, you get all these different tastes.
Okay.
So food pairings is bacon wrapped dates, Humboldt fog cheese, sausage and kale lentil soup.
Wait, what was that?
Sausage.
Sauce? Is that Philly version of sausage?
Yes, and kale lentil soup.
Okay.
Bread pudding.
Pudding.
And here's a bit of house-made spice granola mix and fresh fruit from the garden.
So like a parfait.
Yeah, everybody love parfait. Where's that from?
Everybody love a parfait?
Yeah,
I have no idea.
Shrek.
What? Shrek?
Shrek.
Oh, jeez.
Donkey says it. Everybody love parfait.
All right, my
Scott,
rare
what about yours?
It's tasty. I like it. I'll give it a yay. I'd definitely buy this again. It's a Belgian-style cafe ale, mellow, fruity, and spicy. And it's good.
Yeah.
Give it a try. All right, let's get another, or just finish the one we have, and then maybe the start of the second segment, and then get another. But and we'll be back with Let's Talk Games.
Hey, if you want to email us at theloadedcouch@gmail.com or tweet us at theloadedcouch, maybe we'll send something in return. You can download our podcast on iTunes, Stitcher, and SoundCloud.
All right, we're back with Let's
Talk
Games.
The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild.
One game only. That's right.
Yes.
Okay, just for the listeners coming in on this episode in a little bit, Doom will be joining us. So we'll let you know when he signs in. But all right, what's everybody drinking? Calc, you lead us off this time.
I'm finishing up the big bottle of the fresh roast again. I highly recommend it, and it's delicious. I actually don't want this one to end.
All right.
That's why you got to save it and then have the other beer in case you don't like it.
Oh, that's a good thought.
That's what I always do.
How many bottle corkers do you have?
3.
Okay. Pitch, what are you drinking?
Well, how many makes you an alcoholic?
No, it's just 3. I have 1. Yeah, exactly. 2.
Yeah. I'm drinking the same beer, the Order, the Belgian style Abbey Ale from Bruery, 10%, 10.6% alcohol. Yummy.
Okay, yeah, I'm still on my rare Voss. All right, games or gaming. What did we play this past week? Go Pitch.
I played Dead Rising 4. I'm still loving it. I'm going back. Like I said, I'm like level 73 at 40% of the game, and I'm just going back doing all the collectibles.
Are you fully rocking the banana hammock now, or what?
No, I do try on. I hate it though. I try on every piece of clothing just to make sure I get it in my inventory, like because it goes back to the safe house and you can like change your outfit.
Okay.
But they gave you free outfits of Street Fighter, like M Bison, Blanca.
Really?
I think.
That's funny.
Yeah, Chun-Li.
I was gonna say in 3 we had the Blanca mask.
Yeah, but no, this is. I don't know if it's a Blanca outfit. But you definitely could be like Chun-Li or like Guile, and I'm rocking the Guile outfit right now.
Wasn't that what Blanca said?
Press down and low punch.
Yeah, shock the person.
Yeah. So I'm playing that. We play some Division. Playing the heck out of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I don't know what it is, but I'm just like, I don't like. If I'm laying in bed, I'll like just scan my phone for like articles and stuff. But I just whip out that Nintendo Switch and start playing it, man.
So no more searching on your phone.
Yeah, it seems like it's for me. It seems like the battery lasts a really long time.
Yeah,
maybe I just don't play that long, but
I was gonna say I think Whistler's has gotten like a full 3 hours plus out of hers.
Ooh,
yeah,
I was gonna ask you guys because like I'm not up to speed on the battery life. Is that what it is? Like 3 to 4 hours? I thought it was like 6.
No, a full-time game.
If you're not playing Zelda.
Yeah. Zelda, I think, is what they were saying was at that 3 1/4, 3.5.
Yeah. So I've been playing the crap out of that. I haven't really been doing the main mission. I've been doing the side quest and trying to unlock all the little trials.
Mm-hmm.
Get the spirit orbs. I think now I'm at 4 or 5 hearts and 2 extra stamina bars.
How many rupees?
I already bought the house.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, I bought the house and I still have like 15 or 1800.
Okay.
How does it charge when it's like not docked? Does it charge off like a USB and micro USB or?
Yeah, USB-C.
Right.
That's why I bought the extra adapter.
I was gonna say you guys should buy from Amazon. Just buy like a wall charger with like a 20-foot long USB cable, and just keep it next.
We bought an extra USB cable and just use our phone chargers.
Yeah, keep it next to the bed, and you can just charge it while you play.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I just bought. I don't charge it while I play. Like I said, I get enough out of it, and then I can just plug it in, and then I'm just good for the night. But I also played BroForce on the PS4.
Okay.
If you're an American, you need to play this game. You owe the company that made this game to play it. All it is like you're American. You blow shit up. We're the best country ever. That's all it is.
It's like
oh my god.
What was the Matt Damon puppet movie?
Team America World Police, exactly. You just go in, you rescue people, and you just blow shit up. And once you rescue some guys, it like unlocks, and like the one guy's name, instead of like Rambo, it's like Blambo. And then they yell, it's like Blambo. And another guy is instead of Blade, it's like Braid. It's like Braid.
That's awesome.
Scotchy, it was one of the free games for PS Plus a while ago. I don't know if you downloaded it, but
I'd have to look.
It's just
wearing
stupid shoot and kill and rescue and go on to the next board.
They're
That's
wearing
it.
like all American flag like uniforms.
Yeah, they have like the camo, and then like when you get like there's like 5 or 6 checkpoints. I mean the levels are like 2 or 3 minutes long. They're like super quick and easy. But when you get a checkpoint, a big US flag goes up.
Nice. That's
And
awesome.
when you're done and when you get to the end and you beat like the devil guy or whatever, the helicopter comes in, and when you jump on the ladder, it sends like millions of missiles and blows up the rest of the board.
It's too funny. All right, Cal, what are you playing?
It's funny.
All right. This week I got some Division in with you guys. Again, I think we still got quite a bit to do in that.
Yeah, you slow it down.
I popped Forza 6 back on.
You popped cherry, huh?
Yeah, got a couple laps in. I was taking out the BMW M4, giving that a workout. It actually said I hadn't played in a year because I had yeah, I had like something ridiculous like 295 races done by my Drivatar since I was offline. So yeah, I hadn't touched it in a year, so that was fun. I also played I think it was Games with Gold. Beginning of the month was Layers of Fear.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I bitched out last night. I got about a good 20 minutes into it. I had the headphones on. I was sitting on the couch by myself. It was totally a PT experience by myself.
Was it really? Why don't you stream, you pig? Even just for the audio.
Yeah, I'm just like hearing shit, looking around over my shoulder and stuff, and there's thunder
See,
and
like
lightning.
Evan come out sleepwalking with a sheet on his head.
Yeah, I recommend. I mean, again, I didn't really get to do much of anything. I was just literally creeping around the house real slow, like reading clues and
Bring back your childhood memory as you're walking to bed. Like shit, I remember Michael Myers.
Exactly. It brings you back to being 6 years old and the lights being off in the house.
You're whistling to yourself even with your headphones on.
Yeah,
Singing the Pledge of Allegiance, running real fast.
But again,
I didn't do that.
It actually, graphically, it looks pretty decent, and it's got like clues and hints and shit all over the place. So, yeah,
Was that the one that you wanted to try, or was that the one that Scotchy wanted to try out? I think it was you. I think you said that you.
Yeah, I had read about this a while back that it was decent for one of those like first person horror, puzzle types of games.
And yet you didn't do Outlast.
I know.
No.
I was just gonna say you got to try that one if you didn't like Layers of Fear.
Yeah, but I'll do that. I'll try Outlast. You guys try Layers of Fear. Let me know what you think.
Only if you win Jack Mayo.
Okay. And the other game we tried out today, actually, for about an hour or so, my son and I played it, was Everspace.
And you guys took a long nap?
Yeah, which was one of the the loaded couch games that I purchased during one of the sales.
Oh, that's right.
There was, I guess you said it was one of those roguelike games where you can die and you come back as a different pilot, but your money and your credits, all your stuff is there. You just come in as a new pilot, a part of the expedition. It's pretty cool. It's 10 times easier to navigate and do stuff than Elite Dangerous. Yeah. And it's got a really cool like leveling up system, and with all that currency and stuff that you buy, you want to like get a better map, better shield generators, etc. Like lots of stuff. It reminded me almost of like a space flight simulator with Diablo's tech trees like sprinkled in on it. So it was pretty cool. My son actually liked it a lot. He picked it up about 5 minutes into the training. So
Here's some complex games.
But if
smarter
you
than I am.
you get a chance, I definitely recommend Everspace and Layers of Fear. They both were pretty decent.
Okay. Myself, I played and finished Inside.
Nice.
Oh, you finished it.
I did. It was. Did you either of you guys start it?
I did not start.
I haven't.
Okay.
I wanted to finish Limbo, and I finished Limbo last month.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I had finished Limbo probably a little over a year ago. But yeah, it gets really creepy at the end.
Really?
Just creepy weird. I don't want to spoil it for you. I'll let you guys just see it, but check it out.
I've heard a
I saw you
lot
were
of
getting
people.
Cheetos.
What's that?
Yeah, I heard a.
I saw you were getting Cheetos, and I was getting mad.
I didn't go back and get all of them. There was a bunch that I missed. I looked at all the achievements list to see what I didn't get. I'm like, I'll go back and get these later.
Yeah, I saw a lot of WTF tweets when that game first came out. Like people said it got really odd towards the end.
Yeah, completely. And I won't spoil it, so you guys just have to see
that company, it's Play Dead, right? Play Dead
Yes.
Games?
Yep.
Yeah, they do a good job.
I think they spent like 4.5 years working on that game.
It was really
It
good.
was worth it,
Yeah,
right?
it was,
Top
it was
10?
polished, and I think it was a little easy personally.
Is it still simple controls like jump and move?
Yes. Yeah. Yep.
That's it.
No, there's one other, and it's A and X are the only two buttons I
Okay.
think that you can use.
What was the time frame? Because I'm looking for something that's like a good little 5-hour game.
Total
6
play.
Ori.
Total play.
Yeah.
You can finish Ori in that time too.
Yeah, it's gonna say maybe that's 6 to 8 hours.
Yeah,
Depending
or
on if you look around, because I was sitting there looking around for like hidden object things that were in that and stuff.
yeah, or Ori my ass. I can't get out of the tree in under 6 hours. If you haven't gotten to the tree, you'll know what I'm talking about.
I beat the game yesterday and I started it.
All right, the
Yeah,
other one I'm
okay.
playing, cutting you guys off, is Valiant Hearts.
I did start this about
I
a year and a
finished this
half
one, too.
ago. Is it good?
Yeah, it's a great story, and a lot of it is the story too. So it was really good.
I will man up and say I was a bit of a tearjerker at certain parts when I played it a while ago.
Don't
Yeah.
tell me that dog dies.
His name's Marbles too.
Don't you shut your whore mouth.
But yeah, I did finish that one too, and it was really good. Again, another puzzler. This one I'd say puzzle wise, it seemed a little bit more difficult than Inside.
Okay.
But again, it was still pretty much a pretty easy run through. So it's a nice, easy game
It's
to
a
play.
platforming game, right? It's not like a RTS or a turn-based, right?
Correct.
I
Correct. Yeah,
I
it's a
would say
platformer.
golf clap to Scotchy knocking out some of the backlog.
Yeah. I was like, all right, I've got to be close to done on that. And then that one I'd say is a little bit shorter, Calc, probably that 5 to 6 hours, like you said.
Okay, maybe I'll try and knock those out too.
Good luck. Why don't you do GTA 5 first?
Yeah. Now,
All right, then the last one was Breath of the Wild as well, and I didn't get as much
so
time because I
good.
had to go away for the convention, but it was really good.
Should have brought it with you.
I know. No, I let Whiskers play because she was gonna, her sister came up to hang out with her, and she was home, just her and Lexi, so I wanted to let her show off her new Switch with her sister. So anyway,
Okay.
all right, game news. We'll roll right into Sony news. A new report by Macquarie Research. Right? Yeah.
Sure.
Reveals that Sony's PlayStation 5 is expected to arrive sometime in the second half of 2018 with a GPU performance, Kel, can you guess it? That's right, greater than 10 teraflops.
Holy mackerel! It's like a Terminator running your
that's
game.
Sony going, who's better than you? We
That's
are.
right. Yeah.
Who's better than you? Me.
Yeah, so that's there's I guess we're stating that's far outshining the 6 teraflops that the Scorpio's coming out with. But then again, they have another full year to work on it, so of course they're
Then
just going
after
to
that,
outshine them.
20 teraflops by Microsoft.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I think we called this like way back that we're going to get into this weird like 1 year or 18-month offset where these systems are going to like keep outdoing each other with like a different iteration, and it's
But it's weird that they're kind of off schedule now. They're like not being released around the same time now.
I still stick to I think Microsoft was racing to keep up with Sony when the PS4 launched, and that's why the Xbox One wasn't fully polished, and I think Microsoft returned the favor and caught Sony off guard last year with the Scorpio thing.
Right. Yeah.
Fanboy.
All right, and Microsoft news. Xbox Scorpio players using 1080p displays will benefit from the Scorpio's additional horsepower in several ways.
What the poop?
The console will offer super sampling, spatial anti-aliasing on
Kel,
full
what is it?
HD
Go.
displays for games that include native 4K assets. Go ahead, Kel.
All right, so basically you're gonna
Real
get
quick.
the really nice textures and none of the jaggy lines, and you're basically gonna get like a 1080p image but on like high octane quality. Like you're gonna get the better resolution as far as the higher resolution textures.
You really think we'll see the difference?
I think you will. I mean, I haven't experienced it. Well, I take that back. It's just like a PC game that's running on 1080p on a monitor, but it's got like ridiculous video cards, so it can have like all the anti-aliasing on. It can have the high quality shadows. It can have the high textures. I mean,
But
it's
again, they're
basic-
saying this is for displays for games that include native 4K. So I mean, is this technically like Okay. Well, okay. If they're saying it's going to be so great on 1080p, which isn't 4K, what's it going to look like in 4K then? Because they said
It'll be 4K, but I think what Kelk is saying is that.
Yeah, but is it going to be 4K with all the high settings and aliasing and shadows and stuff, or is that just on 1080p?
Yeah,
well, it sounds like it's going to be a nightmare for developers. That's what I think.
No, it's no different really than the settings like on PC. Like it's all dependent on
I don't play on PC. I'm console forever.
But again, are you going to have to go set it up yourself, or is that something that it'll auto set?
No, it auto does that. You just like a PC
like, per game.
Take Diablo 3 when we used to play it on PC, and we would always, how you could like hit the button that just automatically says ultra settings, and it would just switch everything to the highest quality, or you could do medium or low, or you could go in there and finagle each little thing yourself. It's basically as simple as the medium versus the ultra. So on our PCs that didn't have as great of a video card, we put it on medium, and the shadows would look a little fuzzy, and they'd have like the little steps, the aliasing on them, or the lines wouldn't be crisp, and the textures would be a little muddy. They wouldn't be real clear. That's basically what you're getting. You're just going to get, a game. So if Gears of War 4, from what I read, was made with 4K texture assets, so you get the super high quality textures that are made for 4K, but it like kind of downsamples them in a weird way.
So essentially what you're saying, the game is made for ultra settings, and
Correct.
Your console is actually the setting itself. So my Xbox One, Xbox One S is the medium settings.
Correct.
And the Scorpio is going to be your ultra settings.
Correct.
Auto settings. Because you
Yes,
don't get, like
settings.
you said, you keep saying it's kind of like the computer, but we don't get to change that so much on the Xbox as we did on the computer, right?
No.
Exactly. So you're going to play the same game. It's going to look it's going to look very similar, but when you play on Scorpio versus the 1S, you'll definitely see a difference.
Right. Okay. All right. Xbox Scorpio allegedly has an integrated power supply and is said to feature 4K game DVR.
That's big. That is big.
Yeah. I guess the power supply internal is, I guess that's a big ongoing debate. That's an argument because some people don't want the heat.
You want the thing that's the size of a house?
Exactly. They don't want the external unit for transportation reasons. Some people don't want it internal because if it breaks internally, like some people have had their power bricks crap out. You can just buy what is it?
Oh, I never thought about that. That's true.
Buy a $40 power brick at GameStop or whatever, and you're up and running. But some people said if it like craps out inside the unit, then you're screwed. You need the whole unit fixed.
And then all those guys that say that don't have an Xbox One S. It's so much better than a big giant power brick.
Exactly. And as far as the 4K game DVR, They're saying this thing will be really big for game streamers because you don't need the high-end video card, you don't need the game capture card, which starts to all add up all that money. This is like built right into the unit, and I guess with Beam, you're going to be able to like broadcast 4K to your phone.
I have a question about that.
Go ahead.
What's that?
How big is the hard drive going to be then? If this is 4K 60 frames per second DVR.
Exactly. Some people, I'm sure a lot of it has to do with compression, but some people were kidding around on Reddit saying, you're going to say Xbox, record that, and you're going to get like 5 seconds of video.
Well, maybe I know that because they have the OneDrive now.
Everybody has
an app.
OneDrive.
Yeah,
on the cloud.
On the Xbox though, but so maybe it's going to be integrated with that. Like they'll give you like a terabyte of space or something. I don't know.
On top of the 500 that you already get.
Yeah.
My guess is it's going to be a 1
like at least two.
I think it'll be a 1 terabyte hard drive with the system.
You're on. If I win, you send me a ton of black and blue beers. If you lose, then you.
All right, Nintendo
I'll
news.
send you sriracha. No.
Nintendo news. Nintendo Switch sold 1.5 million units in its first week.
Is that good or bad? How would that compare to the PS4?
I would think. I don't know how it is, but I mean, I would assume that's good.
It seems like it's good. First week only.
I'll check.
And granted, we don't have the holiday sales coming up yet, but all right. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Sorry, go ahead.
PS4 and Xbox One were also on like Black Friday around Black.
Right, exactly. That's what I'm
Friday,
saying. You're getting holiday pre buys and stuff. All right, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild has an attached rate of 89%, which amounts to a 1.34 million in sales.
Yeah, that's impressive.
That's almost every box bought that.
Yeah, there's only like 3 games though.
I
So.
guess that negates our argument where we always thought that it should be a boxed in game.
True.
Because that pretty much shows that like people will spend the money on the system and spend the extra $60 on the game.
Well, it's nice that you say that there's only 3 games, so that's a good question. I mean, do you think those 1.34 bought the system just for that game?
I think so.
I'm pretty
because
sure. Yeah.
It was the thing causing me to scratch my head and say, should I really go ahead and get this thing just for this game? I mean, it had me thinking it, and I'm not even a diehard. So
yeah. Let's just think about it. So it's $60 a game, right? So if you packed it in, say, would you have bought the system for $350?
Probably.
I mean, you and I probably would have, but a lot of people were like, "Wow, $350? That's a ripoff." I'm only saving $10.
It might have scared people.
You're saving
off.
$10.
Yeah.
So if they would have said, "Okay, here's the system with Zelda for $330,"
right? See, that's what I was thinking. That $330 number would have been perfect. But
it still would have scared them off. Like, $300, but I'm buying Zelda. I'll pay full price for that. Who cares?
Pigeon's right, exactly. Like people seeing that Magic 2 as the first digit, like $299, they just think, I'll get a Switch. There's really nothing to that cost.
Yeah, because look at me. I dropped like $600.
Yeah,
that's what I mean. It's Amiibos. It's probably I probably only paid like $400. So.
Yeah, it starts adding up. You just fall into that rabbit hole and just keep gobbling up the accessories and all the games.
I just hope my wife works hard this year for the Scorpio.
Yeah. Oh, and just so you don't, everybody knows that 1.34 does not include the units sold with the Wii U. Celk, you gonna get it?
Loser.
I may actually pick it up, but I got so many other games in the backlog.
Okay. But your son doesn't like Zelda games, which I'm not going to talk to anymore.
All right, multi-platform news. Developer Massive Entertainment announced an ambitious new project by revisiting the Avatar universe. The 2009 blockbuster film, that's right, 2009, holy crap, in which currently has 4 cinematic sequels in the works and is a tentative 2018 release.
And has a theme park opening this May at Disney World.
Yeah,
I think 2018 got pushed back to 2019, I think.
Oh, man.
James Cameron, you liberal pig.
All right, so this is Ubisoft's second Avatar game. The 2009 release on the Xbox 360 and PS3 and PC. I'm willing to give them the benefit because we do like The Division. I mean, it was, even with all the bugs and hiccups, it's a really decent game, and they did a good job with like immersing you in New York City.
But you know what? Would you rather have them try this new Avatar game, or would you try to have them do Rainbow Six?
No,
like
I mean
Rainbow Six.
Yeah, but that's what Wildlands is. I mean, it's a tactical third person version of The Division.
Right.
I mean, why not try something outside your?
Looks like Celk's liberal now.
Outside your comfort zone. I mean,
Celk's liberal. He likes James Cameron. I want to nuke him, but whatever.
I'm curious to see, controlling Jake Sully and as that like blue creature, and is it going to be a third person? Obviously, you'll have those flying creatures and.
Yeah. Are you going to take your taint tail and put it inside the thing's head?
Yeah,
but that's going to be his favorite part of the game. Yeah. He's going to wish they had VR for that.
Oh, babe, Xbox record that.
All right, you guys kind of brought up The Division. Ubisoft, sorry, go ahead.
I was going to just say, given the fact that they have that cross-team support with the teams that just did Wildlands and that gigantic open map,
right,
and like all the different tropical environments and stuff, I think they might be able to pull this Avatar thing off.
Do you think? Oh yeah, true. Okay, they don't really need a city for any reason, so they're not going to be using much of the Division stuff with it.
Exactly.
Right. All right. Speaking of the Division, Ubisoft has announced that the Division's Year 2 expansion content will be released for free. For free.
Yeah.
I guess that's kind of cool, but I feel slighted a little bit.
Why is that?
Because we bought anyone who, I guess. because they want to be like, hey, thanks for buying our game. Thanks for buying the first year, the season pass. Here's the second year for free for everybody.
Yeah, but I mean, we didn't really get a chance to play the.
Thank you. That's why we should play tonight.
That stuff other than we played Underground. So we still have we did Underground. I'm
we probably have
forgetting here.
50% more of the game to play.
I was gonna say we have Last Stand and then what I'm missing
Survival.
Survival. So we're missing Survival, Last Stand.
And Dark Zone just got real good. So
Zone got real good, and we didn't do any incursions.
yeah, I mean, so this is pretty good. I guess I just feel.
But it's just the expansion pitch. What about additional DLC?
No, it's everything. I think it's all DLC for year 2, whatever that.
Okay, all right.
Whether
See,
it's
I thought
going
it
to
was
be
just
as
going to be like the
expansive
initial
as year
expansion, and then you're going to get DLCs down the road in year 2 they'll charge you, $15-20 for.
I don't think so, but I don't think it's going to be as big as what this first year was with all the incursions and stuff. I think it might just be like leaderboard stuff and new items and new.
Yeah, I think
skins.
it's probably safe to say it's fizzling out by now.
Right.
So
Okay. All right. Beer thoughts.
I'm
I'll go-
a yay. It's not top 5 anymore. It's top 4.
Ooh.
it's
Okay.
moving up the charts.
Calc?
Yeah.
Get another sip in. It's a yay for me. I'm definitely standing behind this one. Like I said, Rogue Farms definitely redeemed themselves from the sriracha.
You still having your wife's French soup roast beef?
Pork chop.
Yes, exactly.
I'm playing.
And myself, yay still. So, all right, let's get our last beer, and we will finish off with the Brown Breeze.
For more from the Loaded Couch, check us out on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook.
If you like me and would like to follow me on Twitter at Pigeon Peg Leg and also on Twitch, Pigeon Peg Leg. Pigeon Peg Leg.
Hey, this is Scotchhound. If you want to hear more from me, you can check me out on Twitter at Scotchhound_LC or on Twitch at Scotchhound. All right, on that note, we're back with the Brown Breeze section of the show.
Calc, you didn't do it.
Burns. Calc, what are you drinking?
All right, I switched it up. This is a little tribute to Pigeon. This is the Old School from Dogfish Head. It's a barley wine ale with figs and dates. It's Dogfish Head out of Milton, Delaware. It's a copper color, and it's 15% alcohol.
You're drinking out of a snifter glass, right?
Out of a ball jar.
Oh, you pig.
Ah,
You big
how could you?
giant pig.
All right,
Blasphemy.
Pidge, what are you drinking?
I'm drinking the same thing. It was a big bottle. I'll probably just drink some more tonight when I play games.
All right, and yeah, I'm still working on this Voss. So let's get right into our diarrhea of the mouth. A man was at the helm of a 50-foot boat named Peggotty.
Pagodi? Peggotty?
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 Peggotty? Whatever.
Yeah, Peggotty.
Peggotty. It hailed from the days of World War II, and Carlin wanted to sell it. Carlin. So he decided to sail it from Grimsby to Hull for a survey and brought along a representative for the potential buyer.
Oh, sounds like an oi!
The Peggotty, whatever was, however, blessed with neither a compass nor fully working navigational equipment. So, what did the two do? They opened a navigational map and began directing the way across.
app.
Oh, an app. Okay. Oh, sorry, yes. Navigational app, and began directing the way across the Humber Estuary, a waterway that enjoys quite some traffic. And, of course, being out at sea or whatever, however big a sea, the Wi-Fi failed.
Nice.
What are the assholes?
So the boat was struck by the Petunia Seaways, a cargo ship 1,400 times larger than the 50-foot boat.
Can you imagine? He has his Wi-Fi on. Any app? If I get out of Wi-Fi, turn the app off. I don't want to use my data.
Holy crap. All right, so I don't know
Later,
what country
dude.
this is out of. I'm assuming it's up in that Oi country.
It's an oi country. Anything outside of U.S. is oi.
Okay.
Did it sink the boat? Obviously.
Oh, it's done. It's done, dude.
Was it rate in half?
But
I don't know.
It's not
They're
exactly
fixed
like navigation app or Wi-Fi failure. It's not like he didn't see a 1,400 times larger boat coming at him.
Sound like
It's not
these
like it
dudes were
goes
making
flying
out.
by at 80 miles an hour.
Sound like these dudes were making out and didn't notice anything. That's their excuse. They had some kind of like gay sex.
They were
Is
napping
that PC to say?
They had their gay Titanic moment on the front of the boat.
on top of the world.
Oh, shit. All right, idiots. Let's not you guys, these two idiots on the boat. All right, a product called Menzies has been created by American chiropractor Daniel Dops and is described as a proprietary combination of amino acids and natural oils in a lipstick applicator.
So it sounds like it should go on like your back, right? Your spine, chiropractor. Right?
I'm assuming your ass hole.
Ass.
Yeah, all right. So the idea is that when you apply it to your labia and stick them together, it creates a temporary seal that holds in your menstrual blood until you pee, which breaks down the glue effect and lets everything slop right out into the toilet bowl.
This is for Cal. Cal, got any pointers?
Yeah, that's disgusting.
Even better, the company describes the sensation as a kind of fun feeling when your lips get stuck together from too much gloss.
Oh my God!
Cal, what is the cap on the feminine lipstick look like?
The
Elite
D-pad on
controller.
the Elite controller.
Oh my God!
All right, so I got a question
man.
here. Okay, what if you want a period break and you don't need to pee?
You gotta rip open your lady lips.
Oh man!
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
That's got to be some nasty hygienicy or whatever you want to call it.
And another
Hygienics.
thing, the hygienics of it, there's got to be a built-in kind of soap, maybe? Because how hygienic can that be to continually, rub that on your lady parts?
Lady meat parts. Cal, how often do you use this?
I knew you were
He
going
was
to go
part
there.
of the testing. I don't bleed out of my vagina. I got a penis, but I'll bleed out of my butt. I'll put it on my butt.
Put it right on the asshole.
Slap it right on the starfish and
The big old brown balloon knot. Oh my gosh.
That's
It looks just like the
amazing.
Elite controller.
Yeah.
Need that.
So it's in a black container and it looks like a stark white lipstick applicator cone that comes out the end of it.
It's
Crazy.
amino acids and natural oils.
So it's Menzies feminine lipstick.
Go out, buy.
Yeah, check it out.
Celtic gives it
Any
an
of our
A+.
listeners, check it out and let us know what you think.
Celt gives it a yay.
All right, let's get into the questions from listeners.
Sorry, I'm just still nauseous over the whole holding your period in.
How's that barley wine?
That good. All right.
Pretty good.
You're- so you're doing the mosquito, huh?
The mosquito.
you go down your during our menstrual period.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah. Jeez. Did you have to look that one up too, like you did the others?
You're really ruining my experience here with this beer.
Don't let it. Don't. Okay, I'm sorry.
All right. Questions from listeners. Our first one comes from Hans Briggs.
Oh, hello.
I'm sitting here with writing a question for my foremost podcast while contemplating writing a very angry letter to Kim Jong-un. He had 5 senior security officials executed. You ask, what kind of death did they receive? Well, they were shot with anti-aircraft guns.
Oh my god.
It makes me sick that we can't get rid of this guy, let alone send in Chuck Norris. I have faith in Trump to take care of the biz. So, how would you want to be executed if you had to be executed?
Anti-aircraft guns?
Yeah, I'm
How
sure
far away were they?
they probably popped like gnats in a bug zapper, man.
Yeah, but what if it was like, oh crap, I just got it next to him. I didn't actually hit him with it. And you just got killed by all like the debris that shot out of the damn thing.
Like half of them
Yeah.
hit him. It's
Right.
like, he's still alive. Or shot him in the neck, like a piece of neck. Oh,
Do you think he videotaped it, and will it make it?
oh
to
I'm sure.
What if it like just missed him or just grazed his arm and gave him like a really bad like brush burner,
Just bled out.
grazing your arm with a bullet that big? I'm sure it took his arm right off.
No way, dude. I don't know what you're talking about. Is it like the size
lost
of
like an earlobe.
of like a Coke bottle or some 2-liter Coke bottle?
Yeah, they're huge.
All right, so Calc, you first. If you had to be executed, how would you want to go?
Blindfolded, smoking a cigarette.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'd want to be blindfolded with a single shot to the head.
Okay, back of the head, front of the head, kneel down, standing up.
By someone with Tourette's.
One.
Oh, that's terrible.
Crap, he didn't get to
That's
3.
Single shot, front of the head, blindfolded, with a...
I'll shoot you right in the nose and you're still alive. Fuck, he shot my nose off.
Let him use a 50 cal, so it definitely does the job.
50 cal hollow point.
Desert Eagle.
Your face is
I
the only
don't.
thing that's actually there.
Like Pigeon said, I don't want any accidentals shot me in the teeth or the in the mouth where I'm still alive.
He catches the bullet in his teeth.
Yeah, I do my best Chris Angel impersonation.
My gosh. David Blaine, what the hell are you talking
All right, Paige, go.
about? For some reason, I want to be hanged because I think I can get out of it. Back in like the medieval
So
times.
then after you get out of it, they're going to go ahead and make it even worse for you the next time.
And then I can fight him off. And then Robin Hood will shoot arrows. And
I was gonna say he was waiting for his Robin Hood moment.
Oh, man.
I'm like,
What's
I start
he, Maid
doing like
Marian?
the secret wink. And no arrows coming. I'm like,
You know they didn't do it right if they didn't snap your neck, and you're just sitting there struggling the whole time.
yeah. Scotchy, what about you?
Probably straight up guillotine.
Oh, dude, you're still alive for like 5 seconds after
Just
your
your
head's
brain.
lopped off.
Yeah.
The body, his head turns over and sees like gush coming down his neck.
You're hoping for that one last look, aren't you, at your body?
Sure, just to see what it looks like from like kind of the out of body experience type thing.
And then you hear
Oh
him say,
my God.
Matt Damon.
That's horrible. Guillotine. Oof.
We all have different ways to go. All right.
All right, well, thank you for the question. Hans Brax. Okay, our next question comes from Le Croissant, at Le Croissant. Some French dude kept himself in a giant rock for 1 week. He ate dried meats, cartons of soup, and other liquids, peed in bottles, and shat all over the place, and on top of that, you could have talked to him through holes. What? He's a crazy ass crepe, if you ask me. So what would you say to him if you were there?
So it turns out that they drilled holes to where he was, I guess, for breathing purposes, but they were also used for you like to talk to him.
Oh my
Like,
god!
if you walked up to him like, "Hey,
he's
good
actually-
job, you're doing great."
They had a slab of marble or something like that. It looks like
Limestone.
limestone. Okay, they shaved out the shape of him. I mean, it looks like 2 times the size of him inside of each half of the slab, and then push them back together.
Yep.
Yep. And you could like whisper through a hole to him.
And he did this for 1 week.
Yeah.
Holy crap!
He's an idiot.
What the
He
fuck?
also did stuff like he lived inside a bear for a week. He also he lived under a rock. He buried himself under a rock.
Sounds
his
like he
neck-
has some kind of sick addiction to like where he likes to be.
It's for all show. It's for art, he says. And it turns out his next stunt is called egg, which is he'll sit on eggs so they can hatch.
Now, how long
Like
did
he's a fucking chicken.
how long did whatchamacallit stay in that ice block? David Blaine.
David
Oh,
Blaine.
I'll take a look.
Probably something very similar to this.
It's probably I would probably say maybe like
But I don't remember him
Was it a
pissing and
week?
shitting all in the same thing, or like inside that ice block.
I think you can change your diet or something to where he might have just had like a catheter or something to just piss.
piss and poop and colostomy bag or colostomy bag, whatever. it's called.
Maybe had the Depends on.
72 hours.
That's crazy. Okay. All right. So what would you say to him if you were there?
Can I go?
Yeah, go ahead.
I fucked your wife.
Oh, man.
I murdered your mother. Smells
Holy
like
crap.
shit in there.
I was just gonna say it had to have stunk in there. I would say like something like you need more toilet paper, or I don't know. Like, yeah, I don't know.
Can you imagine the smell coming out of those small holes?
That's what I'm saying. Like, why would you want to lean in and whisper? It smelled like fucking outhouse coming out of the holes.
And we say that it smells like a fucking outhouse in there.
Yeah.
Be like, if you could tell which hole I'm talking out of, I'm gonna drop in an Altoid. Here it comes. It missed you. Because he can't move to pick it up, you know what I mean? He's kind of wedged into that little human-shaped carve-out.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Imagine it's just like sitting on his collarbone, but he can't get it.
Because
he can't move his arms.
Bath pocket. In that little bird bath collarbone part.
All right, well, thank you for the question at Le Croissant. All right, our last question comes from at She Loved Me Long Time. So I just pre-ordered a $74 smart condom for my boo. It's the world's first smart condom. Well, it's not actually a condom. It's a ring that tracks the poundage of my roast beef. The poundage of my roast beef by his hammer-headed meat stick. Okay, so it detects chlamydia and syphilis, too. It'll even answer questions like thrust velocity, calories burned, average skin temp of my eggplant, and girth. I know what the results will be from my boo. So what would the results be from your smart condom?
Are you done already? Is it in?
Yeah, that was a waste of a usage.
You spent $74 on me?
Pigeons would say, I'm still waiting.
Are you in yet?
Did you start?
Yeah.
Press the button if you started. I already did. I'm done already. It's been 10 minutes. I'm already sitting in bed playing the Switch. Calc's probably like, I probably say like you're so massive and your thrust velocity is like an F-35 Raptor.
F5 tornado just pounded away.
You're just F5 tornado just pounded. You burnt 7,000 calories.
And then when
You
it's
look
right at the end, it's like, oh my god, was that a warship that just shot off there?
Was that a 50 cal Deagle close range?
So does such a thing really exist? I mean, is this like a...
This is for real, dude.
Yeah, where do they sell these?
Online.
Japan?
Is it like reusable, washable? I mean, what's the...
I'll look it up. I was looking for it.
I would assume it's reusable for $74.
Yeah, it's like like you put the condom on and then you put, I think it's like a little ring or something like that.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, is it like the ring mechanism itself is reusable, but you have to buy like these little, it's like buying Ziploc bags, you know, you have to buy like a 20-pack of reusable condoms specifically for the...
You put them in the dishwasher.
Not
Oh my god. It's got like
hexagon.
Hexagon nano
like,
skin on
Xbox Elite controller D-pad on there again.
Yeah, the crazy thing is it's like you're putting it in a cage.
it. Yeah.
It's
So
like chicken
what would-
wire around your dick.
It does look like chicken fencing.
Fucking chicken head wire.
Oh my god.
What would the results be? Because we know what She Loved Me a Long Time, what her boo results would be.
Wait, mine or Calc? Calc, go ahead.
Calc.
What would the
Oh,
result
F5 tornado.
be?
right?
We said F5 tornado.
All right. What about Scott? What about you?
Um,
Are you running a Boston Marathon?
Actually, mine would be the equivalent to being killed by anti-aircraft guns.
Your fucking wife's eggplant just got destroyed.
oh shit, mine would probably be like 2 calories burned.
Pump.
I'm in, I'm out, I'm sleeping.
That's right.
No, he's switching right now. He's switching, or his wife will probably be switching.
Yeah. During.
I was just gonna say during.
No, in the mail,
Let me know
his
when you're
wife
done.
is switching. Scotch is working.
Yeah. Oh shit. All right.
boy.
Thank you for the
Gosh.
question at She Loved Me a Long Time. All right. Last consensus on the beers. Calc, why don't you start us off since you got the new beer?
It's a yay. I'm gonna be feeling really good after this one, I think.
Is it really good?
Yeah, it's actually pretty decent. The
Oh,
burn is kind of evened out a little bit. It doesn't taste as like high in
Take a deep
alcohol
breath.
content.
to the mic so I can smell it.
Flavor wise, it's definitely very like date and fruit, like fruity. It's not overly like sweet fruity.
Okay.
It's got that like prunish date taste to it.
And it's a little on the thickish side, right?
Yeah, but
Okay.
the alcohol burns kind of cutting through.
Where do you think they're
Yeah.
getting the name Old School from?
I don't know.
Isn't that what they used to make back in the day? Barley wines?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, maybe. I'm trying to look on the bottle here.
Oh,
and see.
we got the food pairing on the website too, by the way.
Right.
Yeah, this. As far as a food pairing, the only thing I could say is maybe you might need some kind of cheese with this thing,
Cheese
just to
platter.
tame.
Oh, they
Just
they
to
have
tame-
a cheese
tame it
pairing
down.
on here. So
I was gonna say,
what
does
cheese would you?
did it say figs too? Figs and dates?
It's made of figs and dates.
Oh yeah,
so
that'd be
it's like-
perfect for cheeses then. You can have a cheese
Yeah.
platter with your fig. What's that kind? The thick compote or whatever you put over your cheeses.
not like a
Chutney?
There you go.
not like a sweet cheese, I guess you would say. Like not like a brie or some kind of like even
What
a
we
cheddar.
doing here?
A cheddar might even be. You need something like a little, like smoky or some kind of opposite spectrum of the sweeter cheeses. So
Well,
smoky or
They have
Havarti.
isn't Gouda? Isn't there like a smoked Gouda? Anyway, they have blue cheese with honey.
Oh, so they're going sweet cheeses. Well, blue cheese isn't really sweet, but the
stinky
honey is.
cheese and honey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know
Okay.
what I'd want to try that. I mean, I've heard of people mixing cheese with honey, but I'm the opposite. I don't think you need sweet with this. You need something smoky.
Okay.
All right. So and then the food pairing is almond stuffed dates. That's like date overload.
Yeah.
Pumpernickel.
Okay, there you go.
Pumpernickel what?
Pumpernickel makes sense.
I guess pumpernickel bread. I don't know. And tart cherry.
What do you want with your beer? Just give me a slice of pumpernickel bread.
Pumpernickel
Yes.
what?
They're
Pumpernickel.
saying like cherries and stuff, sweet stuff like that. Maybe it brings out some of the flavors, but I almost want to like counterbalance that fruity date, flavor with something smoky and drier.
So you like to counterbalance stuff. You don't like to compliment it.
Exactly. Yep.
All right, Pitch. Your thoughts?
It's a yay. It's the top 3.5 now. 3.5.
All right. And yay. My boss is still a yay. So, all right. That's the show. I'd like to thank everybody for listening. If you want to reach out to us at theloadedcouch@gmail.com, you can reach us at the Loaded Couch on Twitter, pretty much the Loaded Couch anywhere. And we hope to hear from you guys. You can also, I'm almost caught up on the YouTube uploads, so you can also listen to us there. Sorry for no videos to go along with, watching Kelk's pretty face. Maybe we can just get like a 5-minute video of Kelk's pretty face and just put it on a loop or something like that for you on there. But that'll be something to work on in the future. And
We got to get his sex face on there.
see if we can get some vinegar stroke video of Kelk. Nice. All right. Yeah. So if you want to, let us know, get some questions out to us, and we hope to hear from you guys. Otherwise, we will catch you next week. Thanks for listening.
All right, later.